On my right is our medium-sized high-mobility SR5 rocket launcher system. It uses a 6x6 truck chassis. Its off-road performance is very good. But the SR5 we showed this year has some differences compared to the past. One aspect is that it can use more types of rockets. In the past it was only equipped with 122mm and 220mm rockets. This year, 300mm and 610mm rockets have been added. Its striking methods are more diversified, so the striking distance and range of firepower have also been greatly increased. We can see there is something like a small plane in the barrel of the rocket launcher, which is the loitering rocket we just brought this year. We have two types of loitering missiles that can be carried on the SR5 platform. They can provide battlefield information and target positioning, and can also themselves be used as a suicide drone to strike. Therefore, the combat capability of the new SR5 has been further enhanced. When it first appeared at the air show a few years ago, our column had made relevant reports. The loitering missile is considered a new type of unmanned aerial vehicle. So what is the intersection of a rocket launcher and loitering missile?
The loitering munition in front of the rocket launcher?
Of course, I think what they are talking about is this, but also the one above. Both of them are called loitering missiles. So when talking about loitering, the first thing we might think of is cruise missiles. It looks different from a traditional rocket. Here are all traditional rockets. It is actually different. It is more like a cruise missile.
So what kind of improvement will the SR5 rocket launcher bring to equip with loitering missiles?
Compared with traditional rockets, loitering rockets can replace the role of unmanned aerial vehicles to a certain extent before attacking the target. It can loiter on the battlefield for a considerable amount of time to search for targets. For the rocket launcher, there seems to be a pair of eyes over the battlefield. Of course, finding the targets will be of great help to subsequent attacks. Plus, our current rockets are all guided. When you look at this row, you see they all have wings. Many military fans call them rockets with wings. They use terminal guidance and satellite relay guidance to achieve a high accuracy.
The addition of loitering rockets not only increases the means of direct attack by SR5, but also provides continuous strike guidance, battlefield monitoring, damage assessment and other information and intelligence support for SR5. But looking at the ammunition with different lengths, different calibers, and different functions, Zixuan was a little confused. Are these all ammunition for SR5?
Teacher Bai, this one is larger, and the upper one is smaller. Also among these rockets, the smallest is 122mm and the largest is 610mm. Can all these be fired by SR5?
Yes, they are all launched by SR5. Now this technology is called Missile Rocket Co-Frame Launch Platform. This technology can be used on this vehicle to be compatible with rockets or missiles or loitering missiles of different calibers at the same time. It should be 220mm on this side and 122mm on that side. This missile and rocket sharing platform technology standardizes an integrated launching box for storage, transportation and launch. Its height and width are standard size. But its length is variable. As long as the length of a projectile does not exceed the upper limit of this car, it can be accommodated.
Relying on the integrated standard launch box for storage, transportation and dispatch, SR5 can launch a variety of rockets and smart ammunition. The two types of loitering rockets exhibited here are the latest, sharp swords, equipped with the SR5. Coupled with the unique stunt, that can be reloaded in a few minutes, SR5's battlefield performance will definitely make its enemies frightened. At this year's air show, there are a lot of mashups like rocket launchers and loitering missile systems.
Today we will have a live ammunition exercise on the Tibetan Plateau.
At the target field, we simulated an artillery position. This is a 122 mm howitzer.
The 6 retired towed artillery guns were placed in positions as targets.
We installed an action camera to record the killing state of our rocket after hitting the target.
Battalion Commander Song Kiwei led the entire battalion officers and soldiers to conduct this live ammunition exercise. They fired 6 rockets to hit the 6 artillery on the ground, supposedly with pinpoint accuracy. After the last 2 rockets had been launched smoothly, Song Kiwei then really relaxed.
I hope for good results and meet what we expect.
So, how about Song Kiwei's live ammunition shooting performance on the plateau? What about the lethality of rockets? He hurried to the target field.
This should be the target just hit.
The original 6 towed artilleries have now become residual limbs. The entire target field was completely destroyed.